Deja vu, you're mid-conversation in a place you've never been and something inside you says you've already done this. Not something similar. This exact moment. Same words, same pause before someone speaks. You know what comes next. And then you don't. Scientists call it a filing error. Your brain accidentally stamps a new experience as old before you've finished having it. Not a memory, a misfiled preview. The smarter your brain is, the more often it happens. Deja vu isn't a glitch in recall. It's a glitch in how your brain processes time itself. And that's just the first crack, because what if the glitch isn't only yours? Sleep paralysis. You wake up at 3 a.m. and you cannot move, eyes open, room exactly as you left it, body completely frozen, and something is standing in the corner. Nearly every culture on Earth independently invented the same dark figure to explain this feeling. But the actual explanation is almost stranger than the myth. Your brain woke up before your body did. The chemical that paralyzes your muscles during dreaming hasn't released yet. The figure in the corner is your visual cortex, still half dreaming, projecting a threat into a room you're already awake enough to see. Every glitch so far happened while you were fully awake. This one happens at the exact border between the two, and waking up doesn't always end it. Mandela effect. Thousands of people remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 1980s. The funeral, the news coverage, his widow's speech. He didn't die until 2013. The disturbing part isn't that people misremember, it's that separate people in separate countries share the same false memory with the same specific details. Your brain doesn't store memories like photographs. It reconstructs them every time you access them, and each reconstruction shifts something. The Monopoly man never had a monocle. Darth Vader never said, "Luke, I am your father." These aren't individual errors. They're a coordinated glitch across millions of minds. If the brain can manufacture shared false history at that scale, imagine what it quietly does to the private reality only you experience, especially when you're barely conscious. False awakening. It starts like every morning. You get up, get dressed, pour coffee, and then you actually wake up still in bed, still in last night's clothes. False awakening is when your brain simulates waking so completely you never question it. Some people loop waking, starting their morning, waking again multiple times. Lucid dreamers know the warning signs. Light switches that don't work, text that changes between reads. Your brain can run a flawless copy of your entire life without once telling you. One question with no clean answer. How do you know this moment right now isn't one of those? Jamais vu. Say the word door out loud. Say it again. Keep going 15 times in a row. By the end, it stops sounding like a word. It becomes a strange sound you've never heard before. Jamais vu is the exact opposite of deja vu, not false familiarity, but sudden alienation from something you've always known. People experience it with their own names, their own faces in the mirror, their own front doors. Your brain pattern matches constantly to produce the sensation of familiarity. When it briefly stops, the ordinary becomes completely foreign. Everything you recognize can vanish in a moment of wrong processing. If that can happen silently, what comes next doesn't. Exploding head syndrome. Right as you fall asleep, a gunshot fires inside your skull. Or a crash, or a scream so loud it feels like it came from the walls. You jolt awake. The room is silent. No one else heard it. Your brain, instead of gradually dimming sensory input as you drift off, misfired, sending a burst through your auditory cortex all at once. An alarm no one set, detonating in a room only you inhabit. It was never there. Your brain invented it entirely. And if it can manufacture that kind of violence from pure silence, consider what it can do to something as fundamental as the size of your own body. Alice in Wonderland Syndrome. You reach for your phone and your hand looks impossibly far away. The ceiling presses down, your body feels enormous or microscopic, and nothing in your field of vision agrees on scale. This is a real, documented neurological condition. Lewis Carroll almost certainly had it, which may be exactly why he wrote about a girl whose body randomly changes size in rooms that defy physical law. The brain that constructs your entire perception of reality can decide without warning that nothing is the right size anymore. You can learn to wait out a distorted room. What happens when it's a person who stops feeling real? Capgras Syndrome. You're looking at your mother, same face, same voice, same way she holds her coffee cup with both hands, and something inside you, certain and quiet, says, it isn't her, someone replaced her. Capgras Syndrome occurs when the emotional recognition pathway disconnects from the visual one. You can see someone's face, identify it perfectly, and feel absolutely nothing. No warmth, no familiarity, no sense of belonging to that person. And because the brain cannot tolerate a loved one's face without an emotional response, it constructs the only explanation that accounts for the gap: impostor. That isn't paranoia. It's your brain doing exactly what it always does, building the most logical story it can from whatever wiring remains. Every glitch in this video, the memory stamped in the wrong moment, the body that wouldn't wake, the familiar word that went foreign, the gunshot that detonated in silence, the face that feels wrong, all of it comes from the same source. Your brain doesn't show you reality. It builds one for you moment by moment without your knowledge or permission. Most of the time, the construction holds. What these experiences reveal is what's underneath when it doesn't. The reality you've trusted your entire life isn't something you discovered. It's something your brain invented, and it can stop making sense at any moment.